Hello there, this is Jamie, and I'm here to just update you a little bit on my cancer journey, my breast cancer journey. As you know, I am between stage 2 and 3 with a grade of 3, which is a highest grade because of the size of the tumor. I will say was 12 centimeters. I think it probably is less because of the treatment that I've had. Um, So for me, I I feel very positive, but I do still have times where I'm just, I would say that I um, forget things or um, I want to do things. So in my mind, I want to accomplish all these things during the day, but each thing that I want to accomplish is like a project. It's not like how you feel when you're healthier, when you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna go for a walk, I'm gonna go make dinner, I'm gonna do all these different things. You feel almost like I don't know, well, basically like you um lose it. Like you think, okay, I'm gonna go for a walk. And then you muster up all your strength to, I'm gonna put on my shoes, or my socks, I'm gonna put on my shoes, I'm gonna put on these clothes. Okay, yeah, I gotta get some water. I gotta. So by the time you get to that walk, you've lost a half hour probably because it's a project. It's not like something like you have the same energy. So, uh, some of you know I had just got a blood transfusion, and hopefully that is going to up my red blood cells so my anemia levels will not be as low as it was. 12.0 is what they look at for red blood cells for women. And I was teetering between 10 and 8, and then I went below 8, and that's when they give you a transfusion. So I feel like the transfusion worked in the sense that I feel more bored. Like I feel more like I need to be doing something because that's how you feel when you're healthier. You feel like you get a bit more stuff into your day. So that's how I feel. I signed myself up to meet with the exercise physiologist, which is part of the program. But trust me, I don't feel like exercising. Like I don't feel like doing anything, but I feel like I should try to push myself to do things. And then there's this whole issue of weight loss because I would love to lose weight during this journey, but it seems like with the medication that they gave me, that the medication will literally take over my body. Like if I don't buffer that with some food and drink and water, and if I'm not constantly buffering the effects of the drug, if I don't give it something to feed on, it's going to like feed on me. And when it feeds on you, you can tell like you are out of energy, and it starts to affect your bowels, and it affects you like the pain. Like you can't swallow a pill without it just be feeling like it scraped your insides because your body starts to constrict. So I want to be really careful about that. Not that I want to pig out. It's just that I feel like I'm in a time where I just have to take care of making sure I get enough fluid and eat food adequate, like healthy food. Um, so I met with the exercise physiologist, and he assessed my blood pressure, which I have a great blood pressure, you know. Um, it was like when I got there, it was like 122/68. Like I have really good blood pressure. But then like my heart rate's high for just a resting heart rate. It's fairly high. So, they have to watch that. I started doing weights, but he said, because of the chemo, you need to only do weights twice a week. Um, so I did a 6-minute walk with him, and it felt like the longest 6 minutes of my life. In fact, I asked him, I said, is this like 6 minutes on Earth or on another planet? Because I just felt like I was walking forever. And so anyway, he did a physical assessment. So I may be signing myself up to do like a physical therapy if my insurance approves it, because everything has to go through your insurance. And I want to take advantage of everything that I can during this time. The other thing is I want to thank everybody who has reached out to me with prayers and encouragement and love and etc. Uh, makeup, makeup bundles. Um, I just feel like very, very, very blessed, and I feel like people are praying for me, and I think that is really part of the healing. Like, I know people pray for me, and I'm very glad I made this channel, because sometimes I have people reach out to me like early in the morning, like, okay, you're not supposed to do that, or late at night, and right before I'm supposed to go to sleep, somebody might reach out to me, and I'm able to say, well, you could check out my channel and see how I'm doing, as opposed to like trying to answer everybody over and over and over and over. I feel like that's draining. So I have my last adriamycin, cytosine scheduled for Friday, if my blood work goes well, tomorrow. And then I'll be on a whole nother medication and back to work, and maybe I'll be more normal. I will have to say I walk like slow, like an old lady. Like I don't know how I'm gonna make it at work, because I'll probably have to get to work 20 minutes earlier just to make sure I get to work on time, and then bring my lunch, because there's no way I'm going to be able to walk back and forth to the cafeteria it's like a mile away, it feels like, in the little 30 minutes that I have. So I feel like, and I don't know if it's just the medication I'm taking now, and maybe I'll take this next medication, I'll be back to normal, but I feel like I can barely move. I feel like my legs are in cement blocks. And that's why I don't want to move. I feel like once I get someplace to walk, then it's like, you know, like I want to, like I could easily have walked 3 miles, and like if I could just walk a quarter of a mile and back, I'm not happy about that, but at least I've got outside and walked. Uh, so I wanted to use this time to talk about the effects of chemo, but I'll wait till next week so that you can see the effects of chemo, which is hair loss, and how I address it and take care of it, what I'm doing to take care of it. I will say though, I thought I would be, I'm like every other woman, like I don't want to be a baldy, right? But I'm surprised, and maybe it's just the prayers, that I'm not as devastated by it, or um, just the day and age that we're in. People use bald as that's their fashion statement. So you never know if someone has cancer or they're just trying to be a fashion statement. So that's about it. pray that this blood work goes good and I don't have to do this hard stuff anymore. I feel like my tumor has shrank. Literally, I could feel it down here. I can only feel it up here. So there's a lot of it that I feel like has shrunk. So, and the other thing I'm going to institute is stretching, because I guess that helps the lymph nodes. Like, you don't even know these things. So I'm going to, I used to stretch all the time as my exercise, and I haven't done it, but I'm going to start doing that again. But anyway, that's it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me on my breast cancer journey. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask them, and I could answer them, and we could be in this together. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.